All right, I'm going over to the beach to see Amy Toman, one of my favorite local SEO experts. Amy I've known, I can't remember how long, but she's one of my definite go-to people for local SEO information. Very active on Twitter, she has amazing stuff. So really looking forward to it. It's raining, so the beach is not really a great place to go today, but hey, she's available to meet. I will go ahead and definitely meet with her. And I'll do it anywhere. So we'll see how the beach looks, and hopefully you guys will like the view. But it's really about the content, and I guess content is part of the view, but really it's about the local SEO content. So looking forward to speaking to her, and hopefully it will go well. See you there. But first, a word from our sponsor, Ahrefs. Do you wish you could get more traffic to your website? Half the battle of that is knowing what to fix on your website regarding SEO. You could always hire an SEO consulting firm to do that. That could be expensive. I've always said, if you could do it in-house, understand SEO, understand what you need to fix, you could probably fix it better than most SEO companies because you know your business, you know your customers, you know your content better than anybody else. What if you get a free SEO audit from an amazing tool set? That is the power of Ahrefs Webmaster Tools. Ahrefs Webmaster Tools gives you the tools and the information you need to go ahead and see a list of things that you can fix on your site immediately. You'll see the keywords you're ranking for, understand how Google sees your content and your site, and discover how making changes to your website could actually blow up your traffic in Google search. So check out Ahrefs Webmaster Tools at ahrefs.com/webmaster-tools. And thanks again to Ahrefs for sponsoring. Amy, thanks for having me. This is an amazing place. You live around here, right?
I do.
It's amazing.
Jersey Shore.
So the only reason we're allowed here is because there's a hurricane happening right now. We're like weather reporters, and we're telling you that you should not go surfing today. Tomorrow, maybe.
Bad decision, right? Bad decision today.
Well, Amy,
big waves.
I appreciate you having me again. Thanks so much. Can you please tell people in that camera who you are and what you do?
Okay, I'm Amy Toman. I'm a local SEO specialist for digital law marketing. I'm also a product expert for Google Business Profiles.
Awesome, thank you. Sorry if it's a little bit dark, the cameras, but it's a dark day, but I'll come back here one day when it's nicer, hopefully, because this is pretty crazy. You live 10 minutes from here, so you do a lot of walks here?
Yeah, it's called walking the boards, and people come down, and you can walk a few miles if you really want to. It's beautiful when it's
You lived there your whole life, or no?
No, I'm originally from Brooklyn.
Brooklyn?
Originally from Brooklyn, got
awesome.
married, moved down here. I worked on Wall Street, moved down here, raised my kids.
That's awesome. My parents are from Brooklyn.
Nice.
My mother always spoke with a very Brooklyn accent. You don't so much.
I'm from Bay Ridge.
Okay.
And
I'm not
so
sure exactly where she's
my
from.
guess is they were, I don't know where they were. I had a little bit of an accent, but I don't.
Interesting. She's like very thick, and my wife always used to make fun of it. But anyway, all right. So let's talk about your history. You were born in Brooklyn. What's your social security number? I'm just joking. So what was like your first job in marketing, or any job you think was interesting to talk about?
You know what? It's funny because I feel like even though I haven't been in marketing that long, on the other hand, I've kind of been around it because I always tell people I sent my first email in pre-1990, I will say that. And I've always had stuff. My children were all online, God help us all now, but they were all online from the time they were 2. And I started doing a job in about, 8 or 9 years ago. Left that and then ended up, I started my own agency because the people where I worked kept asking me if I would do stuff for them. And then I fell into more set agencies. And that's how I landed where I am now, which is digital law marketing.
Okay. So can you tell me a little bit about the first time you discovered the marketing online? It was like some person came over to you, said, I want to show up here. What was the story in terms of getting on that?
I worked for this gentleman who had kind of prepackaged websites for pet care businesses. And a lot of what these people did, because they did it on their own, made no sense.
Okay.
So after a while, I started advising them, and that's it. Kind of one thing came to another, but that also sparked my interest in helping really small businesses, and especially with like the Google My Business listings, because they're something that are accessible, they're easy, they're free, and they really do help a lot. I mean, you get a quick ROI, but on the other hand, you have to keep feeding it. But that's kind of where it all started for me, just trying to help these really small businesses.
And that's why you kind of focus more on the local side these days?
It is, but I also enjoy working for attorneys because I've got a few in my family. I'm like the only one who's not, but yeah.
Interesting. Okay. And when did local SEO become a thing for you specifically?
I have some really good friends who help me out a lot, And I think through my interest and through what they were working in, I just tended to go that way. And one lovely person encouraged me, Jason, encouraged me to start paying attention to the forum and helping out, because by the information I learned there, it really helped me out with learning about the platform and how it can help small businesses. So that's where kind of my interest started.
And do you know what approximately year you started to work with Google Maps and Google Local? Not to put you on the spot. Was it like 10 years ago, or?
No, it was less than that. I would say 7 or 8.
7 or 8 years ago. Cool. All right, cool. And do you want to talk a little bit about the company you're working at now, or it's not?
Yeah. The company I work at now is absolutely wonderful. It's I don't want to say it's boutique, but we do legal marketing, and I mean the sites that come out of this, the design team, are just absolutely amazing. And the team I work with, everybody's brilliant. And I know that sounds silly, but to me, I'm just constantly, there's never a question, there's never a strategy that they don't have some information on. And it's worked, it suits us really, really well. Even when there are times when, say, Google is having problems, the websites will still perform for them, which is lovely.
Cool.
So.
I'm waiting for these cameras to blow over, so that would be great vlogging, great vlogging material if they fly over.
Say the two of us running.
Good. We'll fly with it. Cool. All right. So let's get into small businesses, because you seem like you have a passion to small business, and it seems like most local SEOs I speak to really have a deep care for small businesses. So how did that start with you? What small businesses attract you the most?